pass a resolution?
No, we can either do a resolution, a motion, an order, or ordinance. It would be so much more simple to do a motion since we're already sitting here. If we do a resolution, then she's gonna have to type it up, and then we're gonna have to come back in and do a bunch of stuff.
Well, that'd
so.
be fine. We just,
Okay, so if we have to have a motion to be able to, well, all right, you were there, do a motion for this?
I can make one. I move that we authorize Mayor Vassar to accept and execute the CDBG number 10D-08 grant. And for him to purchase a generator up to 60 kilowatt and to purchase an emergency siren for City Hall.
I second that.
Motion, a second. All in favor?
Is that all right? Brad?
That's great.
Chad?
Chad.
Opposed? Okay, that passes. All right, Megan, did you have anything else?
no, I'm gonna,
Okay, thank you, Megan. All right, Brad, did you have anything that you needed us to?
Unfortunately, yeah, because I know y'all been here a long time, but of course that authorizes you to sign the grant agreement. Now there's several items that have to be done to get the release of funds. There's and I can go through them. Hopefully, I can go through them fairly quickly here if y'all want to just go ahead and take care of it because I've got everything typed up and ready to go, and you know I can explain it. And like I say, this is a CDBG grant. It's just like the grant that you all received that you passed through to South 641 to do the sewer project. It's just a much smaller amount, and even though it's a smaller amount, there's still all of the restrictions, some of which will make no sense to anybody in this room, I promise you. But to get the release of funds so that you all can go ahead and get started on the project, one of the things that we have to do is the city has to adopt, and you did this with the sewer project as well, it's called a residential anti-displacement and relocation assistance plan. And what that means is that in the course of this project, if you all were going to move somebody out of their house, you were going to buy the house or buy property or something like that and force somebody to move, that you would follow certain guidelines to ensure that their rights are protected. And of course you're not going to do this because you're buying a generator and a siren, but this is HUD money, and every grant with HUD has to adopt one of these that's project specific. And we've got one, like I say, we do this with all of them, so we've got this drafted up for the city. And I mean, basically, like I say, it's not going to happen with this project, but we have to do it, to approve it as well. And so I guess what we need is a motion, to approve that plan. And I mean, I don't think it's about 2 pages long. I don't think y'all really want me to read it, but I mean, if anybody's got any questions, I'll be happy to discuss it in more detail.
Will you be leaving me a copy of that so for the minute?
I'm going to get them signed, and then I'm going to make sure you get copies of everything back so that you all have a copy of everything here at City Hall.
All right. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion that Brad, help me.
That you adopt
we adopt
the residential anti-displacement and relocation assistance plan.
one word at a time.
For the generator, for the generator siren grant, if you can say it in that way.
There you go.
Okay, it was all right. We got a motion by Lori Charlton to accept that.
Generator grant.
Yeah, generator grant.
The generator
grant.
grant.
And Joe Thompson,
And
a
siren.
second on that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? And it passes. Okay, Brad, what else?
One other thing, we also, as part of the CDBG process, have to adopt a procurement code it's project specific, that you will follow basically state guidelines and stuff, which you all probably already do, but you have to adopt. And basically it says that anything, between $50,000 and $20,000, which is considered a small purchase, that you will you will get 3 quotes, but you don't have to advertise for sealed bids. Anything over $20,000 that you have to advertise and get sealed bids for and stuff. And that's basically. And I'm not sure. And I'll be perfectly honest. The budget wasn't really broke out, so I'm not really sure what the costs are going to be between. I know the generator will probably end up being more expensive than the siren. But
How much was it, Hank? It was 28,000 you said or something?
I believe that's.
I thought that was. I figured the generator would be a little bit more expensive. So the generator will probably have to be bid, and then
Unless it's on
Well, the other
state
one too,
contract.
because they're both, I know that the,
well, they may
we've got
both
from
need to
Federal
be.
Signal is between $24,000 and $28,000.
So we may have to
Which is
bid them
very
both,
heavy.
but we would do separate bids for them because I mean they're completely different items.
So we'll follow anything over 20,000, we'll
Yeah.
just follow the state guidelines, okay?
And I need a motion to adopt this procurement code for this specific project. It applies to nothing else that the city is doing. It's just this specific project.
I'll make a motion
Motion,
that we adopt the procurement code.
very good, thank you, Megan. Is there a second? Second by Jocelyn Harden, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? It passes.
The other thing is that they require a resolution by the city that they will bear any cost overruns associated with the project. Now, of course, it's going to be bid in such a way. I mean, we're not going to spend more money than what's there in the project, but we can't get release of funds with that. And that's basically it. I've got one. We do these with all the projects. It's in a meeting of the Hazel City Council, the members approved the following resolution supporting the siren generator project. Whereas the city of Hazel wishes to support the siren and generator project and all efforts to provide better utilities within the community. Therefore, be it resolved that the city of Hazel will bear any cost overruns associated with the above mentioned project. So,
So moved.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Second, I'm sorry.
Second, Michelle Sharp. All right. Yes.
just real quickly, and I can leave these with you if you'd rather, not deal with them tonight. We drafted up an agreement between the city and South 641, since kind of like we did with the sewer project, since you're passing the funds through, and they'll be even though the city's getting the grant, they'll be the ones utilizing the generator. But you all may want to look over that before you adopt it and authorize the mayor to sign it. And then the other thing was the administration contract for the area development district to handle the paperwork. I think our fee on this one's it's like $1,149. But I can leave you copies of those if you'd rather not. I mean, that's up to you all. I mean, it's a contract, so you all may want to look at them and stuff before you adopt them.
I'm sorry, did you say that this needed to be done by March the 17th?
Well, the grant agreement and stuff has to be signed and returned by March 17th, and y'all have already adopted that. These things don't necessarily have to be done by then. So, I mean, it's just whatever y'all's comfort level is. I don't want to.
Well, I can say this much, that, we know the water district is going to use they're going to buy the generator, and they're going to be obligated to buy exactly what would require what they turned in for that grant. I know that we're going to use it to buy the siren, so as for the $1,149, that's pretty standard with any grant we've got in the past. There's always been the fee for PAD and the work that they do in helping bring this to the table.
And just like with, we'll take care of all the paperwork and,
I mean, unless
deal with
you
the
all feel
state.
uncomfortable, unless you all want to see that, which I don't really care. If y'all want to look it over now, feel free to.
Is this-
It's basically for
Do
those
we
two
need to have that
things.
turned in by March 17th?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what needs to be signed and returned.
Both copies.
Yeah, both copies, and then they'll send one back to you.
She's got one, you've got the other.
Okay. I've got this.
Carrie needs it.
I've got this part marked back here. It's the second post-it.
Is that for the signing of it, or?
Yeah.
All right, now, do you all feel comfortable with that? Because I don't want
You
to.
can do that on Thursday.
Well, yeah, I can take care of that, but I want to make sure you all feel comfortable with what's,
Well, that you've already
South Central Water
authorized.
District getting their generator and us getting our siren and the 1149 to them. Y'all
Yeah,
feel
we've already
comfortable?
authorized that.
Okay, this part,
Yes.
Yeah, that's the grant agreement, so.
That's the agreement.
You need to send
These others that he has is what he's asking about.
let's take that more time. Okay, anything else that we need to take care of?
He has others that we need to look
Yeah,
at.
we'll just.
Well, like I say, I can leave them with you and y'all can look at them and deal with them next time. That would be fine. So,
Okay, good, good. All right, Brett, thank you for
no problem.
tonight. Thank you for all the help in getting this. We appreciate that. And thanks to Megan and Lori for going to that meeting and helping when that consummated. Okay, any other old business? Thank you. Any new business?
Well, I have some, it's not on the agenda, but my book is from 2005. Yours is from 2007.
Right.
These are
Hers
the.
is from,
Hers is
2011.
new. These are the Kentucky League of Cities official handbook, and I believe we need new and updated copies. I would like to have one,
I would
Megan
too.
would like to, Megan got one, Michelle, and so if,
City Hall needs one too.
yeah, I said.
I
City
can
Hall.
share too, I mean.
Page by page.
I know you guys just love me to death, but,
You're gonna
you know,
charge us
I will
10 cents
well, I
share
think
my
we're just
book.
jealous that you have the new one, so. How many do it?
7.
I make a motion that we purchase 7 of the Kentucky League of City handbooks
For each of the.
for each of the
members?
council members and one for City Hall. And one for City Hall.
The mayor.
Then we need 8 for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, all right. Motion by Michelle Sharp. Is there a second on that?
I'll
Second.
say.
She's got one.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we'll do by those then. All right, any other new business?
Thank you.
Thank you. Defibrillator?
I was under the impression from Harold Pittman that Ken was supposed to get all of that together. He just wanted me to bring it up and announce it, so that's all I did.
Okay, so at some point in time, we'll have to, it'll have to be voted to have that training for the fire department members and a certain number of residents or people's going to be in Hazel.
I don't mind doing that. I don't mind
Well, I
doing
mean,
that.
but we'll have to have it because there's a dollar value associated with each one of those trainings. And then, we'll have to work it over.
Mr. Mayor, how many AEDs you have down
Two.
Yeah, two.
Okay.
And they've both been, redone.
Mr. Travis with the hospital just asked me last week if you needed another one. I told him I didn't know how many you had.
We have two right
Yeah.
now,
I
and
but
would
if-
use another one.
If you want to contact him, Lori, Keith, just,
Unfortunately.
okay.
Did you follow
oh, well, you want one? Okay, now tell him to call you.
Thank you.
that? I love you too.
All right, is there any other new business? Okay, good, thank you. All right, then we will need to have a motion
I make a
to
motion to adjourn.
adjourn, and we're going to be going back into closed session. So we need a motion to close out of open session.
Michelle made a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second to go, so to close?
I'll
session?
second it.
Second, Megan Vaughn, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Any motion to go
And,
into closed session.
Okay, all right. We'll be going back into closed session. I'm going to read my things again. It will be, again, to discuss, what do we need to? No, we don't need to. Good.
So
Well,
we count that as the motion to adjourn.
yeah, we're adjourned.
Yeah.
Long meeting.
We're in closed session now? No. We're not in closed session. We're not doing it at all?
You're free.
Okay. Well, just do, but.